As of February 2024, the average sales price for homes here in Mansfield, Texas is $530,000. So in this week's video, I'm going to show you 3 different homes that you can get for $530,000. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Danae Hewitt and I'm your go-to DFW realtor here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I am boots on the ground showing you what type of home you can get for your money in a lot of cities here in the Metroplex. So if you've watched my channel before and haven't seen me feature a city, or you want me to go back to a certain city, then definitely let me know in the comments below. But today I am in Mansfield, and Mansfield is a city that I love. I used to live in this city, so I do know a lot about it. I've done a lot of home tours here, different subdivisions here. I did a whole vlog on it, so definitely check this city out. It is a city not to miss if you are looking to relocate here to the Metroplex. Right now I am in the South Point subdivision to show you a home that is for sale for $529,000. It is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms with a 3-car garage. It is 3,113 square feet. It was built in 2020 and the HOA is $306 semi-annually. All right, so there's all the stats. I am walking up to the house right now and I will show you it just behind me there. It's got that really nice brick exterior. Of course, someone is home, so we're not going inside today. But let me tell you a little bit about this subdivision. So this house was built in 2020, but I want to say they started building this subdivision in, I think, 2018, I believe. Oh, that's the house behind me right there too. And they're still building here. I don't even know how many phases are here in South Point or how many more is set to come, but they've been building for quite a few years. There's some great builders here. I've toured a lot of the homes. One of my very best friends lives in this subdivision and she loves it. So with that HOA amount, you are going to have, I don't know the number of pools, but you're going to have probably half a dozen pools. You're going to have playgrounds. You're going to have community centers that you can rent for parties. Like I said, my friend lives here, so she rented out one of the community centers and we went to the pool for a pool party, and then it had a whole kitchen and everything, and it was really great. And I'm actually walking in this kind of like walking path here, this greenery walking path. If you lived on this street, you can have your kids kind of run around in here and we'll watch them from the front yard. So it's a great location, this house is. So the house was built in 2020, so you can see it's very modern, very updated, lots of amenities and features in homes that people like to see today. You can see that the backyard is a little small, which is very common for like master plan communities. You're typically going to have homes that are tight together and don't have a ton of backyard space. So that is the case here, but like I said, you've got this nice open green area here, walking trail, so it can be another area for you guys to hang out and walk around and even have the kiddos play. One thing I didn't tell you was with that home with that 3-car garage, it does look like a 2-car garage from the outside, but looking at the MLS, the garage size, it does have extended measurements. So probably the bay on the right, that's going to be extended longer to fit that 3rd car in, or whatever else you want to put in there. So it looks like a 2-car, but it is measuring at a 3-car garage. So a little deceiving there for you. So this home is going to be the youngest home that we're going to see today, which sounds kind of weird when you're talking about homes, old, young. But anyways, it was built in 2020 and it's almost the largest home that we're going to see today. So I'm going to show you 2 other homes and I can't wait to hear what you think about each of the properties. Well, let's go on to house number 2. Well, you're in for a real treat with this neighborhood. I am in the Kings Mill neighborhood in Mansfield, and this is a highly sought out, very prestigious neighborhood here in Mansfield. Then there is a home for sale in here for $529,500. All right, let me give you the stats of this home. It is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms with 2,798 square feet. It's got a 2-car garage. It was built in the year 2000, and the HOA for this community is $1,200 a year. I'm walking up on the house right now, and let me tell you, I absolutely love it, love it, love it. It's got a really pretty stone exterior with the brick that's been painted kind of like a creamy white to it. And there it is right there. Let me talk a little bit about this neighborhood. It is a highly sought out neighborhood. Every house in this subdivision looks completely different from the house next door. So if you're not into cookie cutter houses, then this might be a great neighborhood for you to check out. Christmas time, I always make it a point to come and visit this neighborhood because I think everybody in the neighborhood practically puts up their lights. They usually have it professionally done, which you can tell the difference in someone who professionally puts up their lights. Christmas is just absolutely gorgeous in here. The HOA puts a lot of lights up themselves, and it's just a beautiful neighborhood to drive through during Christmas time, but also not Christmas time. Like I said, the houses here, they're well maintained. They look very different from other houses, and it really is just a highly sought out area here in Mansfield. All right, let's head on to the last house. Well, right now I am in the neighborhood of the third house, but unfortunately the neighbors across the street are having their landscaping done, and it's very loud and it's very distracting. And you probably won't even be able to hear me because of the landscapers. So I am just down the street to show you a little bit of the neighborhood, and so I'll drive around and I'll show you it, but I did get a quick video in front of the house. Let me tell you the stats on it. It is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It is 3,226 square feet with a 2-car garage. It was built in the year 2000. It does not have an HOA. It is listed at $530,000 and it sits on just over half of an acre. So this is a part of Mansfield where you really feel like you are just outside of the hustle and bustle. You're outside of the city. You're not super close to like grocery stores and stuff like that, but you're also not super far, you know, maybe 10 minutes or so from gas stations and stuff like that. So this is the part of Mansfield where you really feel like you've got a little bit of the country feel out here. Land in Mansfield is really at a commodity because the city, I believe, has about 25% left of land left to be developed. So when anyone does sell a property with some land on it or just sell the land itself, I mean, it is a price for that just because there's just not a lot of land left here in Mansfield. But you are zoned for Mansfield ISD schools with all the houses that I have shown you here. This house was built in 2000, but you can tell that they've redone a lot of things on the inside, like with flooring and with paint. They've updated that kitchen, but they've done some stuff to make it look a little bit more modern, like what we see in today's new construction houses. I really love the homes that I've showed you in this week's video because they're all about the same size, they're all the same price point, but they're all just a little bit different for different reasons. So if this was your budget and if this was the city you were going to move in, I would love to know in the comments below which house you would purchase. And also let me know any other cities you would like me to tackle, any other price points you would like me to tackle, and I will definitely do that for you. All right, thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week.